María Corina Machado wins Nobel Peace Prize. The award of the 2025 Nobel Peace Prize to Venezuelan opposition leader María Corina Machado is a profound recognition of her tireless, nonviolent struggle for democracy in her country. This honor elevates her from a politically besieged figure to a globally recognized symbol of civilian courage against the authoritarian regime of Nicolás Maduro, simultaneously casting a critical international spotlight on the global retreat of democratic norms. Analysis and summary of the award. The Nobel Committee explicitly awarded Machado for her tireless work promoting democratic rights for the people of Venezuela and for her struggle to achieve a just and peaceful transition from dictatorship to democracy. This recognition is significant because it directly links the pursuit of democracy with the achievement of peace, positioning her within the tradition of laureates who have challenged autocratic rule, such as Nelson Mandela. Machado, often nicknamed Venezuela's Iron Lady, has maintained an uncompromising commitment to civil rights and free elections for over 2 decades, founding organizations like Sumate to champion electoral transparency. Despite being barred from running in the 2024 presidential election, facing political persecution, arrest warrants for allies, and being forced into hiding, she remained in Venezuela, inspiring millions and serving as a key unifying figure for the fractured opposition. The Nobel Prize acknowledges her strategy of ballots over bullets, emphasizing the power of peaceful, organized civil resistance to authoritarianism. Reasons for the selection. The Nobel Committee cited several key factors that led to Machado's selection. Tireless work for democratic rights. Her decades-long activism, beginning with the founding of Sumate, demonstrated a consistent, long-term commitment to the fundamentals of democracy. Free elections, judicial independence, and human rights. Symbol of civilian courage. The committee celebrated her unwavering resilience despite facing immense personal risk, threats to her life, and political disqualification by the Maduro regime. Her choice to remain in the country while in hiding inspired the populace. Unifying opposition force. Machado successfully corralled a deeply divided opposition movement behind a shared demand for legitimate elections, mobilizing hundreds of thousands of citizen volunteers to monitor polling stations and document election fraud in 2024. Global message on democracy in retreat. The award serves as an intentional commentary on the global political climate. By honoring a defender of democracy in Venezuela, the committee highlighted that democracy is in retreat worldwide, and that the protection of civil liberties is a precondition for lasting international peace. Consequences and immediate impact on Venezuela. The first major consequence is international visibility. The prize acts as a massive amplification of the Venezuelan crisis, thrusting the humanitarian crisis and the authoritarian nature of the Maduro regime back to the forefront of global news and diplomatic agendas. This visibility makes it considerably harder for the Maduro regime to operate with impunity and normalize its power internationally. The world is now looking directly at Caracas. Secondly, the award grants a critical measure of protection of Machado. Her newfound status as a Nobel laureate provides increased security through fame, significantly raising the domestic and international costs should the regime attempt to detain, exile, or harm her. Any such action would trigger immediate global condemnation and potential escalated sanctions. This recognition, therefore, not only protects Machado, but also provides momentum and security for the democratic movement she represents. Thirdly, the prize is a powerful tool for diplomatic pressure. It serves to bolster foreign policy for countries advocating a tougher stance on Maduro, granting them ideological and diplomatic credibility. This international endorsement could potentially justify escalated sanctions and diplomatic pressure aimed at achieving a democratic transition. Crucially, this external pressure can increase internal pressure on Maduro's inner circle, potentially widening cracks in the regime's loyalty network by making collaboration with the internationally condemned government more costly. Finally, the award has a deep impact on domestic morale. The prize is interpreted by the opposition as inspiration for the opposition, seen not merely as a personal award for Machado, but as a recognition of their collective struggle and resilience. This global validation boosts the morale and visibility of domestic civil society groups working for change and encourages citizens and activists to continue their peaceful resistance efforts despite the repression they face. Prediction and potential solutions for Venezuela. Prediction. While the Nobel Prize is a powerful endorsement, it does not guarantee an immediate regime change. The Maduro government has proven highly resilient, backed by powerful loyalist military figures and strategic foreign allies, e.g. Russia, Cuba. The most likely prediction is an escalation of the current political standoff. The regime may react by further isolating Machado, even in hiding, intensifying the persecution of lower-profile activists, or escalating anti-Western rhetoric. However, the prize permanently changes the diplomatic cost-benefit analysis for the Maduro regime, raising the stakes for any future repression. It solidifies the international position that the only legitimate solution is a peaceful, democratic transition. Solutions for advancing democracy. The Nobel Prize highlights that the solution must focus on strengthening the peaceful, civilian-led movement, rather than relying on external military or covert intervention. 1. Unified international diplomatic front. Global powers must leverage the Nobel spotlight to maintain a single, coherent position, demanding specific electoral and human rights guarantees, such as the release of political prisoners, unbanning of opposition candidates, and international election observation. 2. Increased support for civil society. Direct funding and logistical support should be channeled to Venezuelan civil society groups like Sumate, election monitoring initiatives, and human rights defenders. This supports the ballots over bullets approach by empowering citizens to organize safely. 3. Targeted sanctions and incentives. International pressure should be carefully calibrated. Sanctions should be highly targeted against individuals within the regime's military and financial elite to drive internal division, while clear incentives must be offered for military and political figures who support a democratic transition. 4. Promoting fraternity between nations. Nobel's mandate. The global community, particularly Latin American nations, must use this moment to build a regional consensus that isolates the authoritarian model, making Venezuela's return to democracy a matter of regional stability and peace.